It's said that ideas spring from curiosity. It's true that the more curious you are about things, the more ideas you'll have about them. Ideas about doing things better or inventing brand new ways to do them entirely. Here at Sasol Research and Technology, we know that the art of true invention is the art of connecting things that no one had thought of connecting before. That's because making those connections is something that has been at the center of what we have been doing at Research and Technology since our inception in the 1950s. Now, in the second decade of the 21st century, more than ever, technology and innovation lie at the heart of Sasol Research and Technology's commitment to groundbreaking ways of thinking about better, cleaner ways of deriving, producing, and using the fuel and chemical energy that will take our world into the future. But to fully understand the impact of what we do at Sasol, you first need to understand what makes us the kind of global leader that we are. We're a proudly South African company, born and developed in South Africa. And now, producing more than 120 different products, we're listed on both the JSE and the New York Stock Exchange. With our operations expanding internationally, we're continually expanding our global connections. Our proprietary gas-to-liquid, or GTL technologies, are taking hold at new plants in the US and Nigeria. And based on the learning at our Oryx GTL facility, there are second and third generation reactor designs set to change the future of this technology. But our business is not just about manufacturing new fuels and products for the future. We're also a commercial company with strategies in place to maximize the value addition from our intellectual property, known as IP, our groundbreaking technologies, and the licensing of what we develop. We do this through our close-knit teams of specialists. By crafting strategies tailored to Sasol's long-term growth objectives and working closely with research and technology and external technology providers, our technology managers drive the development of work programs aimed at actualizing real business from our technology strategies. They ensure that we maintain a risk-managed approach to the commercialization of our technologies. At the same time, our intellectual property people support these efforts by shaping IP approaches to protect and promote our competitive advantage, and at the same time make sure that we have the freedom to use these technologies to the full. Meanwhile, our technology licensors have the job of making sure that there are fair business constructs for our licensed technologies to be deployed and supported within any licensing relationship. And at the same time as fostering and nurturing long-term relationships with our licensees, our technology licensors also ensure that the engineering solutions that we provide to them maintain the intent of our technology. And this in turn ensures that all users of our proudly Sasol-grown technology benefit from its competitive advantage. But all this intellectual property and inventive achievement begins somewhere, and that somewhere is at Sasol Research and Technology. In this Research and Technology division, we're structured around 8 distinct areas of focus. Strategic Research and Technology, Technology and IP Management, Operations and Analytics, Center of Innovation and Business Impact, Chemicals and Refining Research, Coal and Environmental Research, Fischer-Tropsch syngas conversion research, and Process Development. But it's the innovation behind it all that counts. I can tell you that it takes highly qualified and passionate people to make it all happen. And at Sasol Research and Technology, there are more than 600 talented people whose job it is to think, to imagine, and to catalyze the process of invention. These dedicated people at Sasol Research and Technology are committed to developing the new and improving the proven. They are the ones who, in tandem with Sasol's business areas and in collaboration with partners and academics worldwide, are bringing our proudly South African breakthroughs into productive use around the globe. Sasol operates massive industrial plants, but sometimes, in making the connections that can affect the largest, it's necessary to get to the very smallest of things. Our transmission electron microscope, for example, investigates catalysts at close to atomic scale. And our anaerobic membrane bioreactor is a state-of-the-art technology that combines anaerobic digestion with ultrafiltration technologies for FT reaction water treatment. And what does this mean? Simply put, it's getting microscopic bugs to eat the pollutants in the wastewater we use in making our petrochemicals. And when they do this, these little helpers convert that waste into methane-rich biogas, which can then be converted into electricity that can power approximately 30,000 households. And that's not all. Once the bugs are done with their meal, we can keep them in the water as we pass it through an ultra filter, and that produces high-quality water for reuse in our gas-to-liquid manufacturing process. And then there's the large. Echo One, our tetramerization facility at Lake Charles, Louisiana in the USA, is a world first. It's a process that, until we did it, no one thought was possible. In the largest such industrial plant in Louisiana state, ethylene can now be made to produce octene, an essential component in plastics manufacturing. It took 5 years of research in designing the perfect catalyst for the reaction, and a further 8 years in intensive process R&D and piloting to overcome all technical challenges before the technology was ready for commercialization. And with everything we develop going through 3 levels of testing, from the very smallest amounts to full production, we are meticulous in making sure not only that our ideas are correct, but that they work perfectly. So just imagine, if these are the kinds of things that we can do now, what we'll be doing in the future, showing the world how here in South Africa we can lead the field to bring real benefits to people everywhere, not only in providing energy, but in helping to find the cleanest ways to do it. So how does it all work at Sasol? With our integrated business model, our technology is harnessed in our gas-to-liquid and coal-to-liquid processes. From the reforming of natural gas, we produce the syncrude that yields fuel components to derive fuel GTL products and wax to make chemical components. From the gasification of coal, we derive the syncrude that yields chemical and fuel components that give us our fuel products and beneficiated co-products. And from our hydrocarbon feedstock, we also produce low-carbon electricity. Through our business areas in group technology, capital projects, engineering and project services, and research and technology, we deliver sophisticated technology-based solutions both domestically and around the world. We have a policy of collaboration to support and maximize academic involvement with South African universities, while our partnerships with major global companies and institutions ensure that we contribute added value to commercial production processes. So if there's one thing that describes our world here at Sasol Research and Technology, it's all the connections we make in it. And at the heart of it all is that we're constantly looking for new and better ways to do things, to get things done, and to achieve what seems to be impossible. For us, it is always about knowledge. It's about connecting the possibility of the present to the reality of the future, a future for the benefit of everyone, everywhere.